So when we came from the old CMS world, it was mainly done for the web. So it was already known to all of us that it was pretty limited because that's not the usual format you would use for anything else other than a website. So the headless CMS trend was a God-given basically, because you have to free your content from the structure you need to display it. So data, as it is the most important thing, and content now is going to that level where it's literally just a structured way of delivering your content. So that was the headless movement. And I actually don't understand the other movements that are going on right now, because at the end, content is still in the core of what you do. This is what you need to create to make meaningful context happening. This is what you need to make meaningful semantic searches happening. This is what you need to do to get personalization done. So for everybody out there right now trying to build something else that is not a content management system, they are in the wrong path, because at the foundation of everything is going to be content management. And for us, that means 3 pillars. It's content operations, content observability, and personalization at scale. And it's something that builds up. So once you have your foundation done, and that takes most of your time, because that's like 80% of your work. It's literally content operations and foundation, the nitty-gritty daily things about creating the content in a meaningful way, getting it approved, getting it proofread, getting it translated, getting the assets right, getting the assets alternative text rights, and all the shenanigans around that. After that, there's content observability. How is it perceived in the outside world? How does it perform? How can it be optimized? What can you do besides it? What are content gaps? Do you have outdated content that is no longer on brand, that actually hurts you now? Is it out there? Yes, no, maybe. There's something that we want to deliver to you, basically directly in the application, so you understand if you have duplicated content, unnecessary content, or content that you should literally just delete. And based on that, once you have the first 2 set, that's when personalization actually can happen. And to be honest, that's been the same thing for many, many years. That's what we were trying to build all along. All that in the best user experience you can have for both developers and marketers. Because at the end, what we're trying to do is still the same thing. We're trying to create high quality content, not spam content, not AI slop, like literally high quality content that arrives at your audience wherever they need it. That's the promise of a headless content management system. And that's what we are going to fulfill. If that medium is a website, totally fine. If that medium is an AI app that you want to build, totally fine. If that's going to be something completely different, guess what? It's totally fine, because we will be here and we will have an API ready for you to consume your content, to build the next thing that you want to build. And that's how we position ourselves. Like, we don't need to reinvent what we do. We literally build on top of the foundations we built in the last 8 years. So for us, there's no change in our vision. It's just the next iteration, making you ready for the next era. That's what we do, nothing else.